call this movie a horror movie. My feeling is it's much more of a thriller. And what's thrilling about it is watching everyday people deal with an extreme situation.
Kill your friends or die with them.
The movie is very much like a Survivor or Amazing Race on acid, you know, at an accelerated pace. Because you have alliances that are formed, and you have certain characters that realize, like, I'm not in the strongest alliance here, so, like, what the fuck do I do?
As long as he has the gun, he makes all the decisions.
He's already choosing Jen over me. Do you really think he's gonna pick you?
It has like the jury when something goes wrong, and all the characters sit there and have to decide the fate of another character.
This is basically something that's much more character driven. I mean, that's the crux of the concept, are the characters and the choices they have to make based on their relationships.
As they fight their inner demons, also then sort of become horrifying.
I think that we have something to say about fear and death with telling the story in a realistic sense.
That you could really be in a situation like this, and if you were, what would you do? And, you know, how would you react?
What attracted me to the role of Carlos? He's the guy that you kind of want to hang with. He's fun, and him and his girlfriend that he's tremendously in love with.
I love you. She's fun. Like, she's kind of always like the life of the party. Her and her boyfriend Carlos. She never turns on anybody.
Their love is like so great, and he just always wants to have a good time in it.
You are so fucking beautiful.
And I'm so fucking lucky.
And I've seen enough. And I felt like the parts of Freddy that made him real were characteristics that I think I identify with. The things he's had in his friendships, I think all guys, you know, with your friends, you all have the same type of issues and stuff that Freddy battles with.
I think everyone would be Freddy. I think that we have to suspend reality a little bit, and there's one dude that, you know, really flips out.
Like I didn't know you were gonna shoot every one of us!
What are you talking about?
Just because you fuck more girls than me does not mean you're smarter!
Brent was just fascinating, and he has a very interesting arc that goes through his whole experience in the movie. To get to that place psychologically is a tremendous challenge.
Promise you won't let anything happen to me.
Another really interesting role in this movie is, well, they're all fascinating, but I think Amber is a great role.
She kind of was like supposed to have it all together, but then she had this other side. Like there was like this black and white situation to everything in her life, and I really, really enjoyed that about her. For a little game, I ask where you've been and you make something up. You give half the truth because that's what good liars do.
I would like to say that I would be like Jennifer and keep it all together and kind of be one of the brave ones.
I think she's the type of girl that just sits back and looks at everyone and kind of observes more than anything, and I really like that because I'm kind of like that too.
All I know is that 2 people went outside. Only 1 came back.
I think I'd probably be more like Alex and, you know, a little bit just kind of looking out for myself and trying to get the hell out of there.
She's sort of the outsider of the bunch, and kind of like strong in her way, and she really tries to like get out of the situation.
You keep your shit together.
When I auditioned, I actually auditioned for the role of Brent. Chris made a case for Michael and explained to me that Michael wasn't as straightforward as I saw him. And we talked about it, and I told him my ideas, and he told me his, and they actually really coincided. Then I actually got really, really excited to play the role.
I would have killed myself for you.
I really like the ensemble idea because you get to tell the movie through different perspectives and different points of view. We've been fantastically lucky on this movie because our ensemble's all gotten along really well, and they've pushed each other, and they've driven each other, and they've really brought out, I think, the best in each other. And it makes it a lot easier for me as a first-time director to have actors, you know, who are really enjoying the process and enjoying themselves and enjoying the parts.
The scariest scene in the film, 2 things. The first one is hearing the killer's voice for the first time.
Certain death now confronts everyone in the house.
The second thing is definitely Carlos coming back. It's a really, really heartbreaking moment.
2 words, the van.
Send one person outside. You have 60 seconds.
Where characters cross the line, where they decide, you know, I gotta look out for myself. I can't worry about these other people. And
The decision of the fate of Carlos, it was just so horrifying.
Run! Run!
I absolutely love the confrontation between Brent and I.
It's so crazy, and it comes from such a real place.
Give me a fucking break. Give me the gun.
Well, how do you feel now? Huh? Do you feel weak? Hmm? Do you feel insecure? Like the fucking fat kid!
The scariest scene in the film is probably where Taryn's driving, because I don't know if you were on set, but she can't drive at all. I think she almost killed me twice.
My favorite moment in the film is probably the scene where we're having dinner.
Our dinner scene of just us hanging out was the most natural thing I've ever done in this business because we truly do hang out every single night.
It's been a great 4-year ride. And I just want all of you to know that I couldn't have traveled it with better people.
Our cast has a lot of funny, memorable moments. We spent pretty much every second off camera together.
We love each other. Like, it's awesome. We keep saying that this was like, you know, it's never going to be as good as this.
It's been really, really great. Everybody here is amazing.
When I first met Chris, I was so intimidated, just like shaking, like so intimidated. But then, you know, he started talking and he's just so good with people.
I love Chris. Like, I just think he has a great energy. He's really cool to the actors.
He understands that it takes every single person to make the movie happen. And not only does he recognize it, he acts on it by bringing everybody into it and making sure that they know that they're important to the whole process.
I've heard such good things about him, and I'm impressed with all of his work he's done in the past, and just wanted to be part of that.
Like, James Dean Cool, he's just a cool guy. And
Comparing him to James Dean, you really want another job, don't you?
Don't forget my number.
When people leave the theater.
First is I hope they want to tell friends that they should see the movie.
I hope people are talking about that they wish I didn't die so soon.
They really enjoy it, and they leave thinking about it.
I hope that the audience really feels like they're in this movie with the characters, that they're not sitting outside watching, that they actually genuinely get scared.
Which person they would be, which choices they would make.
Really thinking about the performances and wondering what would happen if they were in that situation or their friends were in that situation.
Who do you trust the most?
What is wrong with you?
Love is gonna kill us both.
You're the one who's about to get us all killed. Quit talking like you know this fucking guy. I said don't!